Fashion. Personality you can buy. It's what makes some people look fun and fabulous and what makes most men in their 20s wear variations of a plaid button-up shirt every single day. Listen, I've decided I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to wear versions of this until I'm dead. That's it. A confidential Thai military document focused on overseas activities that are undermining the royal institution was leaked. And you'll notice 3 English words in the middle of that page. And unfortunately, those words are John William Oliver. And yeah, I think deep down I always knew that everyone would find out my middle name thanks to an angry Thai military government. Wait, did I hear that right? There was a surge of far-right parties in Europe. In terms of phrases you don't want to hear, that is right up there with "it's malignant" and "we're losing cabin pressure." Presidential clemency has always been controversial, from George W. Bush commuting Scooter Libby's sentence to Bill Clinton pardoning financier Mark Rich to, and this is true, Abraham Lincoln pardoning a man convicted of attempted bestiality because the man was intoxicated at the time. The man in question, John Wilkes Booth. It's true. It's actually not true, but if it had been, that would have been amazing, right? It would have been amazing. And you can read more stuff like that in my book, Stranger Than Truth, John Oliver's 101 Favourite History Lies.
With his visit today, he becomes only the 4th sitting president ever to visit an Indian reservation.
That is pretty amazing. Only the 4th sitting president to visit ever. I mean, technically, if you count non-sitting presidents, then Andrew Jackson did visit a lot. But you really shouldn't count that.
Ukrainians elected Petro Poroshenko as their next president. He is a pro-European billionaire who has been nicknamed the Chocolate King because of his candy business.
That's right. They've elected the owner of a chocolate factory. Ukraine is now in the hands of the Willy Wonka of Eastern Europe. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure annihilation. Some of our most powerful weapons are intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, which is both an acronym and what you would say if you saw one coming at you. That's a little joke for all you gastroenterologists out there.
This is the CIA, and they've just officially joined Twitter. The CIA also officially has a sense of humour. Check out the first tweet from the agency. We can neither confirm nor deny that this is our first tweet.
I get it. You're a dangerously secretive operation who work in the shadows with little accountability or oversight. Yes. It's basically illegal not to vote in Brazil, a well-intentioned law. The problem is, when you make something obligatory, people resent it. And when they resent it, they fuck with it. Which has led to a proud tradition of joke protest candidates in Brazil going back to 1959, when Sao Paulo actually elected a rhinoceros to the city council. Yes, much like an actor who considers himself too intellectual for LA, Ebola has moved to New York. Is the IRS. Now, this Wednesday is April the 15th. The day every year when Wesley Snipes pokes his little head out of his burrow and if he sees his own tax return, quickly dives back in. By America's relationship with Iran. It's the Star Wars of international relationships. Good in the 70s, terrible for a long time, and now hopefully on the brink of a revival. Is chickens. Basically, turkeys with eating disorders. We love eating chicken in this country, so much so that we have to produce a lot of it.
Now about 160 million chickens a week.
160 million chicks a week. Those are Warren Beatty numbers. But those are Rob Lowe at the St. Elmo's Fire premiere party numbers. You know what? Those are clean-shaven Leonardo DiCaprio on a yacht anchored outside the Cannes Film Festival numbers. That's a lot of chicks. That's an unmanageable amount of chicks. Progress. It's the reason that your grandparents' views are better not spoken in public. Why did I bring you to Straight Outta Compton, Pop-Up? This is partly on me. Women, what do they want? It's a question that's plagued no less an authority than movie star and noted humanitarian Mel Gibson. Not to be confused with his far less successful follow-up, why are Jews? Torture. It's the thing that happens to Mel Gibson in all his movies.
this little piggy stay home.
Wow, that is awful. Although, I will say, the past decade of Mel Gibson's life has made those clips slightly more enjoyable to watch.